Welcome to Powered Industrial Truck Training (PIT) and Loading Dock Safety Standard. Course Objectives. After completing this course, you should understand why PIT and dock safety is important. Key Aurora requirements for PIT operators and pedestrians in the warehouse and plant. Your role and responsibilities as they relate to PIT and dock safety. Note: this course is intended to provide general awareness of Aurora, power industrial truck, and dock safety policies for operators and pedestrians. This course is not a replacement for classroom or practical training associated with power industrial truck certification. Why care about PIT, dock safety? Forklifts are extremely useful in a variety of workplaces, but there is great risk of property damage, injury, or death if you are not properly trained, operate the forklift in an unsafe manner, bypass safety policies and procedures, are inattentive to your surroundings. Forklift accident statistics. Approximately 35,000 serious injuries and 62,000 non-serious injuries involving forklifts occur in the United States every year. OSHA estimates 11% of all forklifts are involved in accidents every year. Here's a chart to indicate fatal accident type and the percentage of people that get injured in those type of accidents. Crushed by vehicle tipping over, 42%. Crushed between vehicle and a surface, 25%. Crushed between two vehicles, 11%. Struck or run over by a forklift, 10%. Struck by falling material, 8%. Fall from a platform on the forks, 4%. Forklift accident statistics continued. Do you know how much a forklift weighs? Between 7,500 to 10,000 pounds. Forklifts are powerful and heavy. If a forklift hits you, you will very likely be seriously injured. You could be killed. Your responsibilities. Team members are responsible for understanding and following all power industrial truck rules, policies, and procedures. Use stop work authority to halt any work that poses an imminent threat to the environment. Promptly report all incidents and raise concerns and suggestions to the appropriate leaders. Power industrial truck operating rules. PIT operator certification requirements. PIT operators must be trained and certified. Certification equals classroom training plus equipment-specific practical evaluation. Certification must be provided by authorized third-party training vendors or approved in-house trainers. By law, recertification is required every 3 years. When the operator has been observed to operate a PIT in an unsafe manner or been involved in an incident. When the operator is assigned to drive a different type of fork truck. A condition in the workplace changes in a manner that could affect safe operation of the truck. Basic safe operator rules, not all inclusive. Maintain a 20-foot clearance from pedestrians unless there is a barrier or guard present. When pedestrian is within 20 feet, lower the forks and park the truck until clear. All PIT should be governed to 5 miles per hour. Slow to a near stop and honk at all intersections and blind corners. Always maintain a clear line of sight in the direction of travel. This means travel with the load trailing if the forward view is obstructed. Make sure you look both ways when crossing intersections. Make sure to wear your seatbelt at all times. No cell phone use on lifts, period. Stunt driving and horseplay are prohibited. Pre-shift inspections are required every shift. When ascending or descending grades, drive with the load upgrade. Travel with the forks carried as low as possible. Never raise your forks above another person. When leaving a PIT unattended, set the brakes, lower the forks, shut off the power. Even better, pull the key. Pedestrian safety. Here's how you look to a forklift operator. That's you. Blind spot. Here's how you look to the forklift operator. Continued. There you are again. Blind spot. Pedestrian safety stats. Don't become a statistic. As you can see, workers on foot struck by forklifts, 20%. Victim crushed by forklift, 16%. You can see the trend here, with more than 1 million forklifts are in operation throughout the United States. Roughly 20,000 workers are injured every year in forklift-related accidents. Again, don't become a statistic. Pedestrian safety rules. Wear your high visibility vest at all times. Maintain 20-foot clearance from all operating PIT. Make eye contact with nearby PIT operators to ensure that they see you. Don't use your cell phone. PITs don't operate like cars. When they turn, the back end swings out. Be careful if you're behind a PIT that's turning. PITs often travel in reverse, especially when carrying a load. Don't assume the forklift is going to move forward. Watch for forklifts coming from all directions. Walk in designated pedestrian pathways. Use man doors to enter the production building. Don't walk up shared use delivery ramps. PIT operators may be temporarily blinded by bright light when traveling from indoors to outdoors, and they will not see you walking up the ramp. Use extreme caution at intersections, blind corners, and building access points. Dock control. Why dock control? We're going to review a video. Let's see how many violations you can spot in the video. Let's look at that again. So as you can see, the forklift operator is approaching the trailer. The pedestrian is less than 20 feet from the forklift operator. You can also see the brake light applied by the driver at the bottom of the trailer. The pedestrian is now inside in the line of fire. The truck driver is now taking off, and the forklift collapses. You can see that the forklift operator jumped from the forklift truck. He was not wearing a seatbelt. He could have been crushed. This could have been a fatality. But also, our dock controls were not followed. The driver, before engaging the dock plate, should have made sure the wheels are chocked, the glad hand lock applied, and also made sure that the driver was not inside the cab of the truck, waited in the designated area, or took the keys from the driver. Remember, these rules are in place to protect you. It could save your life. Four required elements of dock control. Number 1, wheels chocked. Number 2, glad hand lock applied in control of PIT operator. Number 3, driver key control. Number 4, jack stand if drop trailer. Don't open the dock doors, Guardian, until all controls are in place. They're there for your protection. Note: if mechanical trailer restraint is engaged, chalking, glad hand, jack stand are not required. Pedestrian safety rules. Truck drivers are concerned with making deliveries at the dock. The last thing they are expecting to encounter is you. Stay out of dock areas unless you are expressly authorized and accompanied by someone knowledgeable in the site dock operations. Use marked pedestrian pathways in the parking lot as you walk towards the building. Stay away from dock approach areas and truck traffic lanes. Never put yourself between a truck and a dock. Do not approach an unprotected dock edge, fall hazard. Do not walk into trailers unless you are authorized, departure controls are in place, and the trailer is clear of PIT. Be aware of PIT performing loading with the obstructed line of sight near the dock areas. Watch your footing for dock trip hazards, raised dock levelers, pallet debris. Thank you for participating in this monthly training. If you have any questions, please refer to your safety department. They'll be glad to answer any questions. Thank you.